Take a look at proteins real quick. What I mean by proteins are the meats. We've got lean hogs, live cattle, feeder cattle. I still like to talk about the hogs because I think that's interesting. There's a lot of things going on over there. But let's just say this. Technically, it's still pretty oversold. That chart, as you can tell, is taking a precipitous drop as of late. It doesn't look good. It actually kind of looks scary, if you ask me. And we keep wondering if we're going to see some more capitulation from the funds exiting their longs on the way out. But right now, it's oversold. So technically speaking, that's something that we can keep an eye on. And again, going on to the second point, technically speaking, if you go back to the old, an old low in July and draw a trend line from there to where we're at right now, you'll see that we do have some support here around that 80.5 level, 80.55 to be exact. So that's something that I think we're all going to be looking at tomorrow to see if that's a level where if we pierce through that, you see some more fund selling, or if we kind of bounce off of that and the market stays healthy. I mean, that's a problem. It's going to be a short-term idea. And again, I say technicals because right now we've had some fundamentals come through, right? We've had ASF, we've had the African swine fever, but we haven't heard anything about that in a while. So there hasn't been any new news fundamentally there. And fundamentally, we haven't heard anything really new coming out of China. Yes, they're going to meet at the G20. Yes, they might speak a little longer here or there, but really there hasn't been anything trading-wise new news that way. So we do have to then go towards the technical things, right? So once the fundamentals are kind of worn out and we haven't anything new, we go to the technos. That's the trend line. 80.55 is where I think a lot of traders are going to be looking at tomorrow to see if that can hold as some support. And ultimately, if it doesn't hold, we may see some capitulation there. And that's what I mean by you need to see true capitulation to get those longs finally out of the market, and then the market could be healthy, and then maybe ultimately rally again. But number two is that the reason why it feels like it's trading heavy to me is that we still have these inputs. I mean, heck, corn was up 8 or 9 cents today, and beans up 10, 11 cents today. The inputs are getting expensive, so that's also going to weigh on the contract. So keep an eye on that. That's good fundamental news to know, right? So take that little fundamental news against the technical news we talked about earlier, and that's going to help build a 3D picture for you, and that's how a lot of traders like to trade, but build a picture for you of that contract and see what the short-term angles and short-term trends are going to be versus the long-term trends, and I think that'll give you a good place to see build a picture and build a position that can express your views going forward. That's how the guys down here do it, and it's a pretty good way to look at things. So keep an eye on the fact that we've got some pricier inputs, that it's trading a little heavy, but we do have some technical points that might give us some support tomorrow morning, but keep an eye on those things, and we'll see how we trade on Friday.